Quill, to make it through that, you'd have to be the greatest pilot in the universe.
Lucky for us.
What are you doing?
I've been flying this rig since I was 10 years old.
Later on tonight, you're gonna be laying down. There's gonna be something squishy in your pillowcase. And it's gonna be because I put a turd in there.
You put your turd in my bed, I shave you.
Oh, it won't be my turd. It'll be Drax's.
I have famously huge turds.
Can we put the bickering on hold until after we survive this massive space battle?
So we're saving the galaxy again?
The fate of the universe lies on your shoulders.
That's my underwear.
Let's just agree to never discuss this.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. New Guardians footage and James Gunn revealed the post-credits scene, so we gotta talk about Marvel Phase 3 post-credits. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get everything. There's some special stuff that's happening today that I'll explain at the end of the video. But if you're wondering why there are so many poop jokes in this clip, they aired it at the Kids' Choice Awards on Nickelodeon, and the audience for that is mostly, I would say, like younger than the age of 14 at least. So they just tend to cut these for whatever audience they're airing it for. Like if they premiered a clip on Tumblr, it would be like some fun fan fiction thing, as opposed to if they dropped something in the middle of an MMA fight and it just hyped up some big fight that they were having during the movie. So really what's going on here is they're in the middle of like that big climactic battle, this big space battle that you see here with all these ships with the Sovereign later in the film, and it's one of those family trip moments where you see the boundaries start to come down, where brothers and sisters start to get really pissed off at each other because they've been in proximity for so long. The Milano isn't that big of a ship, and they've been on it since the last movie, and James Gunn explained that they've gotten really overconfident, but the fact that they've been stuck with each other on this tin can for so long has just put some of them at each other's throats. Like if you've ever been to summer camp, by the end of camp, a lot of the friends that you made at the beginning might not necessarily be your friends by the end, but they're still a family, so they love each other. So think of it as like National Lampoon's Marvel's Space Vacation. By the end, they're all ready to die just because they've gone so crazy, but they managed to save the galaxy for a second time. That's the big test of the second film. Can they save the galaxy for a second time? Can they repeat win? Can Peter Quill deal with meeting his father? And can they manage to keep the family together without completely killing each other? So no confirmation on the P-Funk song that they used in this. This doesn't sound like a typical song that James Gunn would put in one of his movies, so I think they just did this for this clip. He did say that not all the marketing songs that wound up in the trailers would wind up in the final cut of the film. So don't be surprised if when we get closer to May, you just see a whole bunch of footage with songs that don't seem familiar when we actually get to the movie. The really cool stuff though. Everybody pull your chairs up to the screens. James Gunn finally confirmed post-credit scenes for Guardians 2, although it's not that big of a surprise. You've come to expect that from Marvel films. It would be hilarious if there was no post-credit scene. People would riot, theaters would burst into flames. So he says, all I'll say, unless you have to rush out because your mother's dying, stay through the entire end credits. What that means is that there will be multiple post-credit scenes, and when I say post-credit scenes, it's just like things that happen after the main body of the film. If you want to get really specific about it, post-credits come after like the final credits roll. The mid-credits scene happens after the main body of the film finishes, and they have like a special credit sequence with a bunch of really cool graphics with the main actors before they roll into like the black screen with like the giant wall of scrolling text. So typically the mid-credit scene, at least for the last couple of movies, and I'll do like a breakdown of the last couple of movies worth of post-credit scenes, is that the mid-credit scene is something that throws forward to the next movie, and then the very last one is some sort of end tag for the actual movie that just got done playing. So Marvel post-credit scene analysis. Not every Marvel movie has had a mid-credit scene and a post-credit scene. They've all had some sort of end stinger post-credit scene, but the Avengers was the first film that did the mid-credits, then the post-credits. So the mid-credits scene was that infamous Thanos scene where everyone's like, holy crap, it's Thanos, Infinity Gauntlet, it's all coming in the future.
Humans. They are not the cowering wretches we were promised. They stand. They are unruly and therefore cannot be ruled. challenge them is to court death.
The post-credit scene was just sort of a funny moment with those characters from the film having the shawarma together. Something that just called back to some stupid one-liner that Iron Man had during the film. We should get some shawarma after this. There's a good place down the street. But like right after that, Iron Man 3 happened, there was only a post-credit scene with the Hulk, like the funny therapy moment. Then every movie after that started to have the mid-credits and post-credits scene, and each of them threw forward to something in the future with the mid-credits, and then just sort of some funny moment with the characters from the film in the post-credits. So Captain America Civil War, we got the Black Panther throw forward to what's going to be happening during that movie, sort of like the Captain America Winter Soldier tag, the land of Wakanda.
Out of my head, I think going back under is the best thing. For everybody.
You know, if they find out he's here, they'll come for him.
Let them try.
Then in the post-credits, just a follow-up with Spider-Man throwing forward to that movie.
Name?
Steve.
Steve? From 12C? With the overbite?
No, you don't know him. He's from Brooklyn. Love you, May. Hey, can you shut the door?
Then careful for spoilers from Doctor Strange if you haven't seen Doctor Strange yet, mid-credits, post-credits stuff. So the mid-credits of that was a throw forward to Thor Ragnarok, sort of just like a funny way to show what Doctor Strange was going to feel like with the other Avengers. Thor sort of chuckling at his never-ending beer like, I definitely don't drink tea, but I really am enjoying this giant beer you just gave me.
Those beings.
Worthy inclusion.
Yeah. So, why bring him here to New York?
It's a bit of a long story. Family drama, that kind of thing, but we're looking for my father.
Great. Allow me to help you.
And then the post-credits was Baron Mordo sort of following up on the events of the Doctor Strange movie.
Has a purpose.
Why are you doing this? Because I see at long last what's wrong with the world. Too many sorcerers.
Even though James Gunn hasn't outright spoiled what the post-credits are going to be, there's a couple really solid picks. So we have Infinity War that's coming up in Thor Ragnarok. A bunch of people got to visit the set of the movie, and he said that he was looking forward to doing some really dumb shit in the post-credit scene. So what he's probably talking about when he said that was the actual post-credit scene, the final one, the shawarma moment with the Guardians. The mid-credit scene is probably the throw forward that's actually teasing the next movie, Thor Ragnarok, because way back during Thor the Dark World, there was a mid-credit scene with the Warriors 3 bringing the reality gem to the Collector. So all signs are pointing towards a Thor Ragnarok mid-credit scene. What they might do is just tease how Hulk got to Sakaar, or tease the idea of Sakaar itself, maybe with the Collector, the Grandmaster, just something to get you really hyped up. I'm not expecting to see Thanos. James Gunn said he wasn't anywhere in the film. I do think that he's going to show up during Thor Ragnarok. So what they might do is do a mid-credit scene during Thor Ragnarok that throws forward to Infinity War and is very Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity Gem heavy. So just expect Thor stuff during Guardians of the Galaxy. So let me know in the comments, what do you think the mid-credits and post-credits scenes for Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is going to be? We won't have to wait that long to find out. Remember, the movie's coming out in May, so there's going to be a lot of Guardians stuff happening in the next month or two. But what's coming up later is I have a special Logan deleted scene video that I'm going to try and post on Monday. There's more Game of Thrones coming later today. So congratulations to Juan Pablo. You're the latest giveaway winner. Please private message me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact details. Even those Spider-Man action figures. The Logan ticket giveaway is still going on, so I'll announce a winner when I post that. There's some Legion coming up, so I'll post updates about the next couple videos that are coming in the comments. So if you're wondering what's going on with the next couple of videos, just check out the top comment. I usually pin that so I let people know what's happening. While you wait for that, click here for that new Wonder Woman trailer, and you can click here to learn all about the Black Order during Infinity War. Thank you so much for watching. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.